Good afternoon students. Welcome back to online crash course maths class. So in today's class I am going to start with the new chapter, that is principle of mathematical induction, and let us solve some of the objective questions on this chapter. The question number 1, it is for positive integer n cube plus 2n is always divisible by, and the four options are 3, 7, 5, 6. So I will take this as P of n, the mathematical statement. It is n cube plus 2n. So let us go ahead with the solution. P of n is given as n cube plus 2n. So let us take n equal to 1, 2, 3. So here P of 1, I am replacing n by 1. What do we get now? 1 cube plus 2 into 1. So overall it will be 3. Now I will go for P of 2. P of 2, it will be 2 cube plus 2 into 2. So this is equals to 2 into 2, it is 4. 4 plus 8, it will be 12. So now I will take one more number now. P of 3. So we get 3 cube plus 2 into 3. So here we get 33. So observe these three numbers now, and it continues. 3, 12 and 33 are always divisible by 3. Therefore, P of n, that is n cube plus 2n, is always divisible by 3. Search for the options now. Option 1 is the correct answer. Well, question number 2, it is if x to the power n minus 1 is divisible by x minus k, then the least positive integral value of k is, and the four options are 2, 4, 1, 3. So I will take this as P of n now. So P of n, the statement is x to the power n minus 1 is divisible by x minus k. Is divisible by x minus k. I will go for n equal to 1 now. For n equal to 1, for n is equals to 1, for n equal to 1, so what we get now? X to the power 1 minus 1 is divisible by x minus k. So here x to the power 1 is nothing but x. So overall x minus 1 is divisible by x minus k. So by comparing these two, the least positive integral value of k, it is going to be 1. So I will write here, since x minus 1 is divisible by x minus k, the least positive integral value of k is 1. Search for the options now. Option 3 is the correct answer. Well, question number 3, it is if P of n such that 2 raised to n less than n factorial, then the smallest positive integer for which P of n is true if the four options are 3, 4, 5, 2, and this was asked in Karnataka CET 2019 as well as 2020. So let us go ahead with the solution here. I will take the given statement, the mathematical statement, P of n such that 2 raised to n less than n factorial. So here we will have to find the smallest positive integer n value. For that, this is going to be true. So let us verify through the options now. Let us take the first option. So P of 3 is 2 cube less than 3 factorial. So now 2 cube, it will be 8. 8 less than 3 factorial means 3 into 2 into 1. It will be 6. So here it says that 6 greater than 8. So this is not valid. This is not true. That means option 1 is not the correct answer. Let us take up the option 2 now. So we'll go for n equal to 4. P of 4 such that, so what do we get now? 2 raised to 4 less than 4 factorial. 2 raised to 4 is nothing but 16. So 16 less than 4 factorial. 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. It will be 24. Yes, 24 is greater than 16. And verify the last option as well, because they asked for least or small positive integer. We'll verify option 4 also. So we'll take P of 2. So what do we get now? 2 raised to 2 less than 2 factorial. So 2 raised to 2, it will be 4. 4 less than 2 factorial value, it will be 2. So it says that 2 greater than 4. So which is not true. So that means option 2 is the correct answer. The least or the small positive integer is going to be 4. Well, the next question, it is the nth term of the series 1 divided by 1 into 3 plus 1 divided by 3 into 5 plus 1 divided by 5 into 7 plus so on is, and the 4 options are 2n minus 1 into 2n plus 1 and 1 by 2n plus 1 minus 1 divided by 2n minus 1, then 1 divided by 2n minus 1 plus 1 by 2n plus 1, then the fourth option it is 1 divided by 2n minus 1 into 2n plus 1. So here they have given first 3 terms of the series and we will have to find the nth term. So we will have to go for substitution now. I'll take n as 2 because for n equal to 1 you may get more than one correct answer. That is why I'll be going for n equal to 2. Put n equal to 2. N equal to 2 means it is the second term. What is the second term? It is 1 by 3 into 5. It will be 1 divided by 15. The term is going to be 15. Second term, which is equals to 1 divided by 15. Now substitute n equal to 2 in all the 4 options and check which option will give us the answer as 1 by 15, and that will be the correct answer. So by seeing the option 1, we can straight away eliminate this, because for n equal to 2 you don't get 1 by 15. So option 1 is eliminated. Let us verify option 2 now. So here 1 divided by, so I am substituting n as 2 now. 2 into 2 it will be 4, 4 plus 1 it will be 5. We get 1 by 5 minus. So here 2 into 2, 4 minus 1 it will be 3. 1 by 5 minus 1 by 3. The LCM will be 15. So overall what do we get? 3 minus 5 it will be minus 2. Again option 2 is not the correct answer. So similarly option 3 is also not the correct answer. Verify the option 4 now. So I'll be verifying the option 4. 1 divided by, replace n by 2. 2 into 2 it is 4. 4 minus 1 it will be 3. Then 2 into 2 4. 4 plus 1 it will be 5. So 1 by 3 into 5 we get 1 by 15. Therefore option 4 is giving us the correct answer. Well, question number 5 it is 2 plus 3 into 2 plus 4 into 2 square plus 5 into 2 cube plus so on n terms, which is equals to, and the 4 options are 2 raised to n, n into 2 raised to n minus 1, n into 2 to the power n, and n into 2 to the power n plus 1. What we have to find here? We will have to find the sum of the given series up to n terms. That means we need Sn. So here again we have to go for the verification. I'll take n as 2 and substitute in all the 4 options and check which option will give us the correct answer. Let us go for n equal to 2. Put n equal to 2. N equal to 2 means it is the sum of the first 2 terms. So what is the sum that we get? 3 into 2. So here dot indicates it is the multiplication. 3 into 2 it is 6. 6 plus 2 it will be 8. Therefore the sum is going to be 8. Sum it is 8. Now substitute n equal to 2 in all the 4 options and check which option will give us the answer as 8. I'll take the first option now. So what do we get? 2 raised to 2. It will be 4. Option 1 is not the correct answer. Take the option 2 now. N into, so 2 raised to n minus 1, which is equals to n value it is 2, into 2 raised to 2 minus 1, it will be 1. So overall again we get 4. This is also not the correct answer. Option 3, n into 2 raised to n, this is equals to n value it is 2. 2 into 2 to the power 2. So 2 into 4 it will be 8. So option 3 is giving us the correct answer. The question number 6, it is sigma k varies from 1 to 2n plus 1 and then minus 1 to the power k minus 1 into k square, which is equals to, and the 4 options are n minus 1 into 2n minus 1, n plus 1 into 2n plus 1, n plus 1 into 2n minus 1 and n minus 1 into 2n plus 1. Again we have to go for the substitution here. I will take n as 1 and rewrite the given question. So put n equal to 1. Put n equal to 1 now, and the summation becomes sigma k varies from 1 to, so I have taken n as 1 now, 2 into 1 it is 2, 2 plus 1 it will be 3. So k varies from 1 to 3 and then minus 1 to the power k minus 1 into k square. So let us expand this series now. So here k varies from 1 to 3. That means once we have to take k as 1 and k as 2 and k as 3. Since we have the sigma symbol here or summation, we have to write plus in between. Let us take k as 1 now. Minus 1 to the power 1 minus 1 into 1 square plus, then now take k as 2. So minus 1 to the power 2 minus 1 into 2 square plus, now take k as 3 minus 1 to the power 3 minus 1 into 3 square. So what is the sum now? So 1 minus 1 it will be 0, minus 1 to the power 0 it is 1, so 1 into 1 square it will be 1. Then so here minus 1 raised to 2 minus 1 it will be 1, so minus 1 raised to 1 it will be minus 1, and here we have 2 square, we get minus 4. Then plus, so minus 1 to the power even number it will be plus 1, 3 square it is 9, so we get 9. Overall 9 plus 1 it will be 10 minus 4 it is 6. So the sum that we have got is 6. Now substitute n equal to 1 in all the 4 options and check which option will give us the answer as 6. So here straight away option 1 and option 4 are eliminated. For n equal to 1, so this is going to be 0, again this is going to be 0. So option 1 and option 4 are eliminated. Now verify option 2 and option 3. I will take n as 1 now. So 1 plus 1 it will be 2. So we get 2 here. Then again n as 1. So 2 plus 1 it will be 3. 3 into 2 it will be 6. That means option 2 is the correct answer. Well, question number 7, it is 10 to the power n plus 3 times 4 to the power n plus 2 plus 5 is divisible by, where small n belongs to capital N, that is small n is a natural number, and the 4 options are 7, 5, 9, 17. So here once again we will have to go for substitution. Take n as 1 and rewrite the given statement. So for n equal to 1, what we get now? 10 to the power 1 plus 3 times 1 plus 2 it will be 3. So 4 cube plus 5. So what is the sum that we get here? So 10 plus, so 4 cube, 4 into 4 into 4 it will be 64. 64 into 3 it will be 192 plus 5. So overall we get 207. So now check which option is going to divide this number now. 207 is obviously not divisible by 7 and 5. So it will be divisible by 9 now. Therefore option 3 is the correct answer. Well, question number 8 it is, if n belongs to n, that means small n is a natural number, then 7 to the power 2n plus 2 raised to 3n minus 3 into 3 to the power n minus 1 is always divisible by, the 4 options are 25, 35, 45 and none of these. So I will take this as P of n. So So this is the given mathematical statement now. P of n such that 7 raised to 2n then plus 2 raised to 3n minus 3 into 3 raised to n minus 1. So now I'll go for n equal to 1. For n equal to 1, what we get now? 7 square plus, so n equal to 1 means we get 3 minus 3, it will be 0. 2 to the power 0, it is 1. Then into, so again 1 minus 1, it will be 0. 3 raised to 0, it is 1. So overall what do we get now? 49 plus 1, this is equals to 50. So 50 is always divisible by 25. So option 1 is the correct answer. Well, the next question, it is for any natural number n, the statement is 2 raised to n into n minus 1 factorial less than n to the power n if n less than 2, n greater than 2, n greater than or equal to 2, and fourth option it is never. So I'll take this as P of n. So let us take it as P of n. P of n such that, so it is 2 raised to n into n minus 1 factorial less than n to the power n. So now I'll go for the first option now, n less than 2. That means we will have to take n as 1 because that is the only natural number. So for n equal to 1, P of 1, so we get 2. So 1 minus 1, it will be 0. 0 factorial value, it will be 1. So 2 into 1 less than, so here 1 raised to 1, it will be 1. Overall it says 2 into 1, it is 2. 1 greater than 2, which is false. That means option 1 is not the correct answer. Let us take up the option 2 now. N greater than 2, that means we can take n equal to 3. So take P of 3, then here 2 cube, it will be 8. Then into, so I have taken n as 3 now. 3 minus 1, it will be 2. 2 factorial, it is 2. Then less than, so n it is 3. That means 3 to the power 3. 8 into 2, it is 16. Then 3 cube, it will be 27. 3 cube, it will be 27. So this is correct now. 27 greater than 16. So n greater than 2. And here let us verify the option 3 as well. Then only we will come to know which one is the correct answer. Here it is n greater than or equal to 2. I will take n equal to 2 and I will check here. So now we will verify for n equal to 2. P of 2 such that 2 raised to 2. So 2 minus 1, it will be 1. 1 factorial value, it is 1 less than 2 raised to 2. So what do we get now? 4 less than 4, or 4 is greater than 4, which is not true. That means for n equal to 2, the statement is not true. So overall n has to be greater than 2. That means option 2 is the correct answer. Well, question number 10, it is 1 plus 4 plus 10 plus 19 plus so on, 3n square minus 3n plus 2 divided by 2, which is equals to, and the 4 options are n square into n square plus 1 by 2, n into n square plus 1 by 2, and then n square into n plus 1 by 2, then n into n plus 1 by 2 the whole square. So here the meaning is we will have to find the Sn here, the sum of this particular series. So this is the first term, second term, third term, fourth term, and this is the nth term. Let us find the sum now. So what I will do is again I will go for verifying the options. Take n as 2 and get the sum here. So I'll go for the solution. Put n equal to 2. Put n which is equals to 2 and calculate the sum now. N equal to 2 means we will have to find the sum of the first two terms. 1 plus 4, it is 5. The sum is 5. Now substitute n equal to 2 in all the 4 options and check which option will give us the answer as 5. I'll take the first option now. So I'm taking n as 2. 2 square, it will be 4. Then here 2 square, it will be 4. 4 plus 1, it will be 5. 4 into 5 divided by 2. So this will give us 10. This is not the answer. Now I will take option 2. Take the option 2 now. N it is 2. So 2 into 2 square, it is 4 plus 1, that will be 5 divided by 2. So 2 get cancelled, so we get the answer as 5. So option 2 is the correct answer. This is all about question number 10.